The Bucket Plan On Demand series is brought to you by Clarity to Prosperity, a financial training, coaching, and IP development organization led by financial advisors, coaches, and business leaders committed to taking a holistic approach on advising. To learn more about our organization and upcoming training opportunities for financial professionals, visit claritytoprosperity.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bucket Plan On Demand. I'm excited today. We've got two great guests joining me. We have our very own Matt Seitz. Matt is head of marketing over at C2P Enterprises. Matt also heads up marketing at JL Smith, obviously our top office out of Avon, Ohio. So Matt has an incredible kind of subject matter expertise and knowledge on all things marketing, specifically related to a high volume advisory business like JL Smith is. In addition to that, we've got Greg Dillon joining. Greg is a partner over at One Team Financial. Greg's been with C2P Enterprises for what, Greg, maybe the better part of 6 or 7 years now, at least?
At least, yeah.
Absolutely. And so they've done an incredible job up in the New Jersey, New York area, helping really bring this holistic approach and ensemble team practice to the clients and the community up there. And so what we're going to be talking about today is a lot of the communication throughout the client experience, kind of sales process side of things. And so one of the conversations that I know we've had a lot of discussion around at the planning committee meeting level for the bucket plan is what are best practices to really create a unique experience as that prospect is going through our 4-step process: discover, design, deliver, and then hopefully dedicated is where they become a wealth management client. So Matt's going to share some things that they've implemented at JL Smith. But before we do that, Dylan did an awesome top 5 roundtable at the Mastermind Collegium just back in June in Nashville. And then Greg, you were also just at the Bucket Plan 1.0 training last week in Cleveland. Before we get on and share some of the things you're doing, I'd just love to hear, a guy who's been with us for 7, 8 years now, obviously an incredible financial planner. And how many times have you been through that training, and what were some kind of key takeaways for you there?
So this was my 4th go round to the Bucket Plan 1.0. And for anybody that's listening that hasn't been through the training, highly recommend it. Despite the fact it was my 4th time through, I guess I'm a bit of a slow learner. But every time I've been to the training, I've picked up something, some way to just tweak the process a little bit. And as I shared with you, Dave, walking out of that meeting, my biggest takeaway was stick to the process. Don't try to shortcut things. Don't try to fast forward. And, as I shared with you, as I'm walking out, I'm thinking, okay, some of these cases that may have not gone the way that I wanted them to, had I stuck to the process, might there have been a different outcome? So I thought the training was phenomenal.
That's awesome. So whether you haven't been through or whether you've been through 3 times, hit us up for a 4th time like Dylan just did. And it's amazing. And I always share, with the live training and the community of advisors we've built, like what we're about to talk about next, I learned from you. And I shared with you, like, I have a big prospect right now that I know what you taught me in return is going to help immensely throughout the process. And so I think that's, that collaborative spirit that even if you came through Bucket Plan a year and a half ago, you're going to pick up new one-liners, way to position things. And even, Greg, you got up in front of the class and you shared, because this concerns and priorities tool is a tool that we teach in the Bucket Plan 1.0. And it's something that we teach to end at the end of your first discovery meeting with that client. So when you are getting to the point of the meeting where we need to wrap it up and essentially try to encourage them that they want to continue through the process with you.